Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
but boys, let's get right into it today. I got a few topics here, some Madden related, some not Madden related. The first one is not Madden related here. I wanted to talk about the Vertex Fantasy Football League. Now, we did the draft live a couple weeks back. What are your guys' teams looking like? Like, who are some of the standouts on your team, and how are you feeling about your spot going into the first week of football this coming weekend? Let's start off with Looch at the top. How did your draft go? Did you auto draft or no? You didn't auto draft.
I drafted. No, I drafted. Yeah, I drafted. I'm good at running backs. Like I have Najee Harris and Aaron Jones, so we're good there. But I feel like the rest of my team's kind of like hit or miss.
Yeah.
Looking at it, I play GoatGeezy though, so it's an easy win there. But we're worried about it week 2.
Yeah,
Week
let's
2,
go.
We'll worry about the shitters, but we good. Easy win week 1. I bet on it.
Let's go. I think I got the backup Packers running back, so I'm kind of hoping that your guy goes down. I'm not going to lie and gets a bunch of carries
Nice.
for my guy. But Geezy, what about you, my dude? How's your team looking? And you got Looch week 1.
Yeah, I got Looch week 1. My running backs, if they stay healthy, we're in business.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's the problem though. I got Dalvin Cook and Saquon Barkley. I'm looking at my roster right now because honestly I couldn't tell you who I drafted before you asked that question. But Javonte Williams, I can't be mad at that. My receivers they're kind of iffy, but I'm not happy with my team. I like where it's going.
I think you went running back in the first 3 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. You were like hammering the running backs early.
Yeah, I went. Yep.
I like Dalvin. I like Dalvin a lot, to be honest. I was hoping he would fall to me, and then you snatched him up. But no, Dalvin's solid. Honestly, Saquon, it's so weird with Saquon because like I think we all expected him to be the next great running back, and we just never have seen a healthy season of football from him. He was really good in his rookie year. I think he could be. I think he could be huge if he stays healthy. I think he's going to be incredible, especially having a quarterback who can't really throw the ball too deep down the field. So I think I don't know. We'll wait and see on him. But if he's healthy, you got yourself a top back in the league for sure. Let's see. We got people already talking. Strap God's already talking about JokerCale's draft here in the chat. Joker,
one Raven.
Only I thought you had at least 2.
Yeah.
What? I thought you had at least 2. Didn't you get Mark Andrews?
And then actually no, I do have Tucker actually and Andrews. I actually forgot about that. But yeah. I mean, Lamar quarterback, Taylor. My running backs are weak though. I have James Cook as my running back too. So.
Bro, who is that? I've never heard of James Cook before in my life.
For the Bills.
Oh, is he Dalvin Cook's brother, right?
Yes.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Oh shit! He might be nice.
More of a receiving back.
Yeah, if he's like 70% of what Dalvin is, he's going to be a top multiple time Pro Bowler. I think, and if the two of them were working out together, could definitely be a good option for sure. And Hartflats, what about you with the draft, man? How did it go for you?
I haven't done a fantasy football team in like 3 years because of public accounting. So
yeah,
drafted. We're gonna find a way to make it work. We're gonna be waiver warriors. We're just gonna put it that way. Like when injuries start to happen, we'll find some gems somewhere.
Yeah. But are you
also,
not?
If Tyreek Hill works out in Miami, we'll be okay. If he doesn't, we're kind of screwed. I kind of homered that pick. So
hey, Tyreek's honestly, I still think Tyreek's gonna find a way to get yards, but I don't know if his days of being like a top 3 wide receiver is still there. I have a lot of faith in Tyreek. I have zero faith in Tua, and I'm glad that Dill TV's not on the podcast tonight because he'd probably go on a massive rant about how good Tua is
for an hour.
Yeah,
right now,
dude, he would have jumped in the Discord just to talk about Tua.
Bro, he better not. We better lock the Discord because if he does, I'm gonna have to recrop everything. It took me like 40 minutes to get that shit figured out before the stream started. If one person jumps in the Discord, it's ruined.
He joins, then it's gonna be a really big, tight space because he's so big.
Oh yeah, he's a thick boy. What can we say? We love the thick boys. But boys, the next thing I want to do here, I want to talk about where your guys' streams are at. We kind of talked the first time right before Madden dropped, when we had the big content release, I think. But it was before the game came out. So now that we've had a couple weeks under our belt here, what have the streams been looking like? What are your stream schedules like as of now? And what have you been getting into content wise for the first month of the game? And I'll start off with Looch here because I know Looch, your schedule's gonna be changing up in a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm when I get back to full time in a month, it'll be every day except Sunday at 11 a.m. I have to take Thursday off now just because the wife has appointments and stuff. So
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be off for 3 weeks or 2, whatever. I don't know, 3 weeks to a month. Just YouTube. I have videos just banked, ready to just release, and then probably like October-ish, I'm just gonna go same schedule, 11 o'clock almost every day. Just
nice.
Not Sunday. Sunday's my rest day.
So but how crazy there? How have the Twitch streams been though for the first month? You've been kind of going crazy like on your channel, getting a lot of momentum.
Honestly, pretty good. I just like my content now is focused more towards like I not that I didn't have a direction before. I kind of did a little bit of everything, but I wasn't like a master of anything. Kind of like just a jack of all trades, but not excelling at one thing. But now I kind of like shifted my focus to like market based, and you know, you'd be surprised how many people still come to my chat and I have no idea how MUT works. Like no clue. Yeah. Like asking like what do I do with training? What do I do with abilities? So like kind of like almost like a teacher in a sense to like being like tutorial based has, you know, helped my channel tremendously, and I kind of excel at that because I understand MUT. I've been playing it for years, so
for sure.
When I kind of shifted to that direction and that niche, I started seeing a little bit more, you know, success on my end on Twitch at least.
Yeah, absolutely. You get a lot of those questions. What wide receiver should I get? Do you ever get that question?
Like every day. It gets nasty. Like it does get nasty at times. I'm like, okay, I can only say Randy Moss like maybe 100 times in a day. Then after that, I'm like, just pick somebody. I don't care. Use Jalen Waddle. I don't.
Seriously, that Jalen Waddle though was nice for like the first week of the game. That 86 speed, like he was a kind of a dog. It's funny though now, like how good our teams are getting already. Like all you guys all have. Gods, I think Hardflats, are you like an 88 overall team? Maybe we'll rotate around the back way this time.
89 overall.
89 overall.
As of the Campus Heroes promo.
Wild.
I'm going with like the Legends Cam instead of doing a
nice
team this year is kind of my plan. So
sweet.
We currently have 34 of 35 because I'm not using Joe Montana.
Nice.
So we need like 2 more weeks of Legend releases if things go back to normal with like 2 plus limited to have the +1 speed.
Yeah.
Also, Ricky Williams is kind of a disappointment as an LTD. To say I have him rostered for the Chem, but we're using DeMarco Murray over him.
Really? And is that because Ricky's more of a power back type, whereas
DeMarco Murray's got no? I'm a runner now. I don't pass the ball anymore. I'm terrible at passing. We're still searching for offense. So, but DeMarco Murray's just got more fight.
Yeah. Facts. Honestly, I think he's probably one of the best backs in the game, and I wouldn't like I was lucky enough to pull a Ricky Williams the other day. I had like 23,000 training. I pulled him on like the second roll, sold him for 800K on my alt account. So, but there's no way I would spend 800K on a back that I could get for like, you know, who's 1 speed slower and he's like 650,000 coins cheaper. It's like I'm definitely picking DeMarco Murray over him just from a budget perspective.
I rolled 350K training yesterday.
Yeah, holy cow,
didn't
man.
pull a Ricky.
That's wild.
Not one.
Odds are broken. Now I feel bad even sharing that information with you now that I heard that.
That is what it is. It's just the way it works.
But let's get into this. I wanted to ask you the same question I asked Looch here. So first month of the streaming, and for you, first month streaming full time since you kind of left your other role.
Yeah.
How is it going for you so far? I've noticed you've been going live at all kinds of random hours. You've been doing 2-a-days sometimes, like really grinding.
It's like if I'm gonna sit down and play the game for an extended period, so I try to keep the schedule so it's like 11 a.m. Pacific, so 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
That I'm live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. But outside of that, like if I'm gonna sit down and play the game for 4 hours, I figure why not boot up, and do that, to an audience where I can teach something. Usually teaching them what not to do. I'm on offense. Been having quite a bit of success on defense, but I think most players are. Defense is relatively easy compared to offense.
Yeah.
This year, as long as we don't get a velo, once we get a velo ability, I think that'll change a little bit.
Yeah.
That'll break the game kind of, but.
Definitely.
Yeah, just kind of what we're settling into is live if I'm going to be playing. Until we start, I got to start focusing on other platforms outside of the streams, though, probably.
Yeah.
So that may reduce the time outside of scheduled time that we're live.
For sure.
But I've been happy with it. It's been great. I'm starting to build my little niche back in the community.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely, man. Well, you're a name that's been around the community for a long time, so I think like. Seeing I didn't even know that you really intended to go at it full time, but like it was good to seeing you back up, firing up streams, and I think even like from the time we were doing the Vertex chat battles, I think you gained a lot of momentum then, and you've carried it over into the Madden season. So always a W to see that, and we'll talk about your.
Wave will never die.
Absolutely. How long are you keeping that emote? Is that there for good?
That emote is here forever. That's here forever.
Let's go. Love it. And we'll talk about your MCS experience too later on in the podcast as well. But next up, we got JokerCale over here. First time on the podcast. Joker, appreciate you doing this, man. I know you've been doing 2-a-days since Madden started. So you already were live today earlier, is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then booting up again tonight at 8 p.m.
Yeah. It's the
W. So how's streaming been going for you? Compared to other years that you've been streaming Madden, has this been kind of one of the hotter starts that you've had of the year?
This is definitely the best start I've had, like, to the year, streaming-wise, that I've been streaming, which is almost, like, 4 years at this point. So, yeah, it's going in the right direction, I feel like.
Nice. And are you pretty much, like, kind of like what Hardflats was saying, whenever you're playing the game, are you on stream, like, aside from when you're maybe labbing with your lab partners and stuff? Or do you still play the game offline at all?
I played a good amount offline, but with how my schedule is now, I'm live 10 a.m. to 5 Monday through Saturday, and then 2 night streams Tuesday, Friday. So
yeah,
I don't want to stream too much. Don't want to burn myself out, but
for sure,
I do what I can.
Well, I mean, you've been doing pretty well. Are you still currently #1 on the head-to-head leaderboards at this point?
There's some dude that was like 300 and 250 battling with me the last day or so, but I have it right now. I'll probably lose it by tonight, but.
That's wild, man. That's got to be kind of like stressful at the same time. Like I know it's DJ, appreciate the sub, by the way. Sorry I missed that, and Dally-Gon's on the building. But yeah, I wanted to. Oh damn, Dally sent in a big raid of 27 and nobody said anything. Dally, appreciate the raid, my dude. Holy shit, appreciate all the love. But yeah, what I wanted to say was when you've been grinding these head-to-head seasons here, like, do you have, like, in the top 5, like, are they recognizable names that most of us would know, or are these, like, just guys that are kind of like basement dwellers who just never go outside that you're battling with in the leaderboards?
There's one in the top 10 that I actually know, and it's Mai. I talked to him a decent amount, but other than that, everyone's record is, like, barely even 500, and they're in the top 10. I really have no clue.
That's wild. So the volume of games that some of these guys are playing, like, whereas you have a really good win percentage, but some of these guys are just putting in sheer volume. That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
But Geezy, I'll get on to you next, man, with your stream schedule. I know you've been called into work a little bit this week. You had kind of a couple changes to the schedule, but how's the grind been going for you early on for the first month of Madden?
The grind's actually been going really well for me. I didn't expect it to be as good as it's going. I was expecting, because, everybody's streaming Madden, lower numbers for myself, but actually this is probably the best start I ever had to a Madden launch, just like Joker was saying, but stream schedule right now is all over the place. I boot up when I want to, when I feel like it. I try to boot up when I wake up in the morning. Sometimes you'll get a night stream, sometimes you won't, sometimes you'll get a stream at 2 o'clock, but once I get back to school, which I'll be back Sunday, I have more of a stream schedule because I'll have class and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So right now it's just whenever.
Have you already got your class schedule? Like, do you know what time all your classes are going to be at when you go back to college?
Yep. I scheduled that back in April. I actually was on time this time. My first semester going in the second semester, I scheduled it a week before classes started, so I got all the shitty classes.
Oh shit, that's tough. I was always the same way, but like honestly, like, do you have a lot of night classes that are going to keep you from your regular stream schedule?
Actually, I don't. So I have one class that's strictly online, and then my other 4 classes, one of them just recently got switched to meeting once a week, and then just giving us work online for the other day.
Yeah.
So I only have 1 class on Monday, and then 2 classes Tuesday through Thursday, and then nothing Friday.
Nice. W. Yeah, so it sounds like you guys all have kind of your schedule carved out, and it's always got to balance it around all the other life commitments, but so far it's been a pleasure watching you guys kind of grind. It feels like every time that I've been on, like, there's been somebody on Vertex to raid into, or like every time I hop on, there's like a couple tabs to open up to check out your guys' streams. So definitely been putting out content, kind of dominating the menu during the opening month here. But the next thing I want to talk about before we get into some of the gameplay for early Madden 23 is coin making this year, and like what you guys have been doing to build your squads. Now I know we'll start off with Geezy on this one. Geezy, what's your coin making method this year? I know you've invested heavily, getting ready for MCS.
Buying bundles. Actually no, Seasons is actually really good. If you get up the Legend tier trophy packs, that's a way to cash. So I just been grinding Seasons. Other than that, I buy a bundle. I don't make coins.
Have you played any solos this year?
Yeah, I actually have for XP.
Yeah?
Because I wanted Stephon Gilmore, and then I found out I couldn't get him, so then I closed my app and went to bed.
Yeah, that's an L. I'm so close to getting Gilmore too, but like, do you think it's kind of an L that you can't just do it competitively? Like, I feel like there should be multiple options. Like, if there's a guy who just wants to play head-to-head, there should be a way to level up all the way in the field pass. And if you just want to play offline, there should be a way that you can do just solo battles or something to get there. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of.
No, you're right.
I hate playing solo battles. They're so bad, and they're harder than MCS gameplay this year. I play them on the second hardest difficulty, and it sucks. Like they audible down. They do all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah. What do you think, Looch, about like? Well, first of all, about that and about coin making in general this year, because you've been doing a lot of it.
Yeah. Like I know like I was a power up merchant in the past. Like that was like my strategy. Like from the start. Obviously, we don't have that this year. But I just know when to buy. I know like this Saturday, like if no one's buying cheap training or cheap cards, like Saturday it's gonna be crazy. Like Legends Day, everybody's buying bundles, so you get your discounted players there. I'm usually pretty decent at like coin making, like making team builders or the 87s, and you know, like I'm very patient. Like I'll sit there for even off stream for like hours, just being really nasty and like even saving like 400 or 500 coins on like snipes, just while I'm just chilling and editing and stuff. So I mean I'm good on the coin side, but what Geezy said before, like head-to-head seasons on that trophy pack is like money this year. I've seen like Joker pull some crazy heat like this year, like cups and like that. The trophy pack is a huge W. Like
yeah. And is it like
it's crazy good?
Do they release like, are there odds for that pack that they show us, or is it just random? Because I've only won one Super Bowl so far. But, like, I did get, like, I think I got, like, 285s out of the pack or something, which sold for, like, a fair amount. Are there, like...
I've in 2 Super Bowls this year, so I couldn't tell you.
Jeez, that was like me last year, man. Last year, I DC'd my first 3 Super Bowls on the opening kickoff. This year, I haven't had that issue. That's rough, man. That's rough. At least you get to go up divisions. Are you in Legend right now?
One below Legend. I haven't played that much. I've just been doing a lot of, like, MUT champs and solo battles and stuff. But now I can't do it anymore, so I'm just doing head-to-head, and now I'm doing head-to-head and MUT champs, because solo battles is the worst thing on the planet. There's nothing worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really is.
Then I did see you getting some good snipes early in the year. I think you tweeted those out, like some of the cards that you got for like mad cheap. I've never put an offer on a card before unless it's like by accident. So I've never tested it out.
That's the nasty in me. I would never do it in public. It's just I can't do it on street.
That's the 3 a.m. snipes, 3 a.m. bids.
That's like the 3 a.m. on my app, like putting bids for like 150 coins on like an 85, and then waking up and getting it. Like it's gross, but
that's nasty.
It's just I'm not proud.
Super nasty. And hard flats, so how does it feel to be an 89 overall no money spent player? Like what does it feel like?
You know, doing no money spent was very difficult. My joke that I was telling people as they came in my stream to ask was like, technically it's all on a credit card during points, and I'm going to pay the bill next month. So until the bill comes in, I haven't actually spent money. I owe somebody else money.
Yeah,
I haven't
true.
spent anything on the game yet, technically. No, but I buy bundles. When there's new content, I'm very lazy. I've an 89 overall and 5 million coins, and it's mostly all provided by bundles. But the head-to-head seasons are insanely good for coins. Like this year with the new structure of everything, I've done I think I've won 3 Super Bowls, and each one of those resulted in that run being like a 500k coin run. So 500,000 coins from a season isn't bad. I know Geezy won one in a stream. It was like a 1.2 million coin Super Bowl run.
That's insane
for him on one of them, you know. And so those trophy packs are really, really good.
And is this grinding all Madden seasons that you guys are doing, or grinding just regular like leaderboards, all pro?
I do all Madden.
Yeah.
But I think you probably could find success in either of them depending on which difficulty you enjoy playing the game on.
Facts. Yeah, honestly, it's weird because like we've kind of had things taken away from us from a reward perspective for grinding seasons the last couple of years. Like we've had trophies were taken away, and then coin quick sell packs were taken away. Like so we've kind of been losing out here. But I think it's a W that they made the seasons shorter this year. Instead of having to play 10 games to get through a season, now we only have to play what is it, like 6 games to win a Super Bowl? Like I think it's like
8.
No, it's 8. That's right. 4 regular season. Yeah.
I think if you go 5-0, you skip a game, right?
Oh, probably.
No, they just give you free coins for that.
It gives you the extra coins, but
shit.
I wouldn't know. I've never been 5-0. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say me neither. Joker knows about that though. But Joker, for coins for you, I've seen you hanging out in Joe Brune's chat a lot. I've seen like whenever he's doing his coin making stuff, you're kind of taking note. Like, have you spent a lot of money on the game? Like, obviously as a pro player, there's pressure
don't spend any actually.
That's why. See, I heard that. I heard someone saying, yeah, who was it that was saying this the other day? Someone was talking about, yeah, JokerCale's one of the best players in the world, and he's no money spent. I was like, no way, he's no money spent. So how did you start off like the year to get your stack up?
Honestly, the first couple of days I was just grinding XP and all the solos and stuff. The solos I got done the first day. Yeah. After that, you kind of have to do house rules to build your team up, and then you can. I mean, it helped a lot because I'm better than the average player at the game, so it's easier to get going on head-to-head.
Yeah.
But honestly, head-to-head is all I've really been doing. Like, it's just so good this year, especially because it's shorter. You get more games in quicker. It's just better overall.
True, facts. And I know sometimes I see you in stream and you'll be like flooding a guy and they won't quit out. Like, I'm sure if people actually quit out when they got down 3 touchdowns, you'd have an even bigger coin stack. But would you say your team is like the best possible team from a competitive perspective right now? Or are there any areas you're lacking in still? Being nobody spent.
The only thing I really don't have that most of the competitive dudes do is the Raiders team, but I'm just waiting for the Legends to come out because I'm doing Legends teams like Hard Flat City was doing. Yeah. I just think it's better long term. So, I mean, that's the only thing I'm really missing is the Raiders team.
Yeah, facts. And I think, when I saw how good that Derek Johnson card was, and I think they got, was it 6 Raiders in the new promo and the Campus Heroes? Like, that's insane. So I was definitely like, I always think, man, maybe I should switch from Niners to Raiders because there's a lot of carryover in those two teams. And this year I was like, I'm just going to do Niners again. Now I'm instantly regretting it. I'm pretty sure Crabtree gets Raiders chems too. Yeah. So, like, honestly, I don't know what it is with those two organizations, so much carryover. I see Clutch Cade in the building says, Kale, the luckiest pack puller I know. Hey, man, I pulled my one limited. That's probably going to be my one limited till Christmas time, so I'm happy with it. But we'll move on now. Geezy, we already talked about your coin-making method, how you've spent your college education fund on packs already this year. But now I want to get into the gameplay so far, because this is kind of like, I can't remember who it was that said this yesterday, but I was in somebody's stream and they were saying, I think it was Mortality's stream actually I was watching, he was saying, previous years, like the packs and the content has kind of driven the viewership on Twitch, whereas this year, with content kind of being a little bit slowed down, it seems like gameplay is more kind of dominating what you see on Twitch, and I kind of agree with that. It seems like people are kind of gravitating towards, the high-level gameplay streamers. But where do you think the game is at? Maybe we'll start with Joker and go around the horn the other way this time. Like, how are you feeling about the gameplay so far for Madden 23?
Honestly, I think this is the best the game has been at launch, probably since 19. I don't remember 19 that much, but I feel like it was better before the patch. I feel like the patch kind of threw things off a little bit on defense. I feel like, I don't know, me personally, I feel like it's harder to get stops now than it was. I don't know if that was their goal or not, but overall I think it's a pretty solid start. Just hopefully they don't over patch the game and ruin the fun aspect there is right now.
Facts. That's kind of always one of the things. It's like a mixture of like excitement and nervousness when you see patch updates coming out because you don't know if it's going to completely change everything overnight. Flats, what about you? Like, from a gameplay perspective, how do you feel about Madden 23 compared to like last year's Madden?
Compared to last year, this game is so much better.
Yeah.
Even for, I know there's a lot of people like, loop blitz or man coverage, but like, if you figure out how to beat man coverage in this game, you're in pretty good shape. That's something I haven't figured out consistently yet. But yeah, it's just in a much more consistent place. The ags they suck. They're not fun, but on both sides you can ag. Yeah. So like, it's in a much better place. You can actually get a stop on defense when you're playing. Like, usually, I mean, I feel like usually the better players are winning games for the most part.
Yeah. I would agree with
Madden. Whereas last year, like, you could give anybody the ball with 30 seconds left, and there was a really good chance they were going to go score the last score of the game to win it. So I've really been enjoying the gameplay.
For sure. And I think, was last year the first year where they really had that accelerated clock feature? I feel like in Madden 21 we had longer, like you had closer to 40 seconds to get plays ready, and then last year it was like, I remember people complaining that like the clock was already starting like super far down for making adjustments. I don't remember if maybe I'm imagining this.
Yeah.
But I guess we're all used to it now, like after...
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed it, like this year the clocks felt really fast, but I think that's primarily just like to pass, so the loop blitz, like to pass pro it plus set up a route combo. Yeah, it does get tough sometimes to get the ball snapped. You know, before you're on double zeros, but
I guess that's part of the skill gap too, right? The speed is part of the skill gap, like being able to set up all those adjustments I mean, when Geezy gives me my defense, he gives me the dumbed down version because he knows I'm not going to be fast enough to get all the ones in that the pros are using, and I appreciate that. But Looch, I'll get on to you next, and you were saying you haven't played too much head to head, but like, how are you feeling about the game so far this year?
I really like it. Like, I know obviously there were some issues with O-line not blocking and loop blitz like they talked before, but I'm actually really enjoying it. Honestly, anything's better what they did last year. Last year I had a miserable time. Like the last 3 months, it was like felt like 5 years. The last 3 months of Madden to get to this one.
Yeah,
it was tough. I loved Madden 21. 22 I was just horrible, and I'm happy that they got to this now. The only thing I'm kind of nervous about is, I know we touched on it a little bit before, is like now abilities on QBs when set feet lead is around, and it makes me nervous a little bit. But I guess we'll see where that. I mean, it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen whether it's a week, 2 weeks, whenever that happens. But I'd like to see how the game changes. I kind of wish, honestly, at this point, if they just took out the any velocity abilities.
I agree.
I would be like, if they just said screw it, we're not doing it anymore. I would probably be even happier, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm sure people are going to complain because it'll probably change the game, but I'm enjoying it. I like it so far. I know I'm going to start playing a little bit more now, but I like it. I'm having a good time with it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's funny when you mentioned, set feet lead kind of is probably going to break the game whenever it comes out. Like, it could be as early as this weekend, potentially. Like, if we get 89 or 90 overall legends again and we get another quarterback this week, you never know. Like, we could potentially get a quarterback with set feet lead tomorrow.
Could be tomorrow for all we know. Yeah,
exactly.
I know they're announcing it at like 7.
Yeah. Damn, so we might be able to live react to it. Yeah. If we're still on the podcast at that time, we can do a live react. But I know Joker's got to hop and play his CFM game before then. But Geezy. So first of all, Geezy, I wanted to ask you one question about gameplay. So if set feet lead does come out in the game, what's that going to change about the defensive meta? Are people still going to be running the same crap if quarterbacks are getting the ball out of there quicker?
I think it's going to probably just change the game. Like, we're going from a defensive Madden to more of an offensive Madden. I played a couple games of regs, and I don't think it's going to change the plays that we're calling or that what we see on defense. I think that's more of what we find throughout the year as Madden players and what we see on the MCS stage. But all it is that you can just throw balls in tighter windows. Like, you want to fit a C route in a tight window with set feet lead, you're going to be able to do that. Where without set feet lead, we haven't been able to do that. So I just think it's going to change from a defensive to offensive Madden when we get a velocity ability, in my opinion.
Facts. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And overall, like, how happy are you with the gameplay so far compared to previous Maddens that you've competed in?
I've actually been very happy with it. I was kind of upset that they patched the loop. I know everybody says, like, patch the loop, it sucks for the game, but when I was playing somebody that I should beat 10 out of 10 times when I had the loop, like, I'm not going to lose them. I mean, I still don't, obviously, but, like, my chances of winning are going to increase way higher. Like, I didn't lose to anybody when I had the loop. Now that when I'm running dollar, I can lose to a guy running coach suggestions with a higher chance is what I'm trying to say.
And your win percentage this year, like, you're well up over 90%, it looks like. You're winning 10 games to every loss. So, I mean, you've been pretty dominant, pretty locked in. It gives you a lot of time to prepare for the next MCS event for sure. But one thing we haven't talked about at all in gameplay, we haven't talked about the precision passing, whatever the hell it's called. How many of you guys, show of hands here, who's using precision passing? Who's using classic? So, Joker, you're using it. Hard Flats, you're using the precision passing. Geezy, what about you?
I'm using classic.
Yeah, and Looch, you're using classic too, I imagine?
The only reason... So I started using freeform, and it's really weird because I thought it was, like, a glitch in the game that when I had it on, I know it happened to 2 other people too. It would lag right before I threw. At first I thought it was my internet, and I was like, what the hell's going on? I switched back to classic, and I don't have that issue. I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you, but until... I mean, listen, I'm not any... comp player or anything. I play the game, but I'm just gonna stay in classic for now. But it's almost like I don't want to, but I kind of feel like I have to.
Yeah,
it's a really weird glitch, but
I felt the same thing. I only played like maybe 2 games on stream. It was probably like my second stream of the year, and people were like, "Oh yeah, try out the new freeform." I was like, "Okay, I'll go in all Madden seasons and do it." And I think the first throw I tried, I was out of the pocket, set my feet, and I just couldn't release the ball. It was like it was stuck to his hand. Like he went through the full throwing motion, wouldn't release it. And I don't know if it's just I haven't figured out because I think it takes into account the pressure you put on the button too, as well as like aiming the little circle thing around. So I'm just trying to dumb it down for myself. Like I said, it looks like the meta for a lot of comp guys is using it, but then I've also seen comp guys not doing it too. So to each his own. I feel like passing was super hard the first week of the game. I was throwing a million picks. I'm still throwing way more picks than I threw last year, but I do feel like with egging being so good for wide receivers, it kind of makes up for that a little bit. I also found like, I don't know if you guys noticed this, after the patch, I feel like click-on animations got a lot better. I know they didn't mention it in the patch at all, but like I feel like my click-ons with like my DBs have gotten a lot better. It used to be stupid. Like you'd get that animation, like a pick six animation where you cut in front of them and then the other guy comes up with it and he's got the ball. I feel like that's changed, but it could just be better players on the field too now, which made the difference. But boys, I wanted to say, like, any bugs and fixes that you've noticed in the game so far, things that are broken completely that you need to see righted. Let's see, who wants to start this one off here? Geezy's smiling. Geezy, go ahead.
D-line picks, D-line picks, D-line picks. Get them out of here, please, for the love of God.
But Geezy, didn't you make your career in bot wars off of getting D-line picks against Bobby V?
I don't give a damn. I was still picking them off of my user either way. Get the fuck out of the game. Holy shit.
Bro, I don't get any D-line picks. I swear there's so many where I get pressure on the quarterback, it bounces off 3 of my defenders, I never get shit, but I guess you're getting picked off on the regular. What about anyone else that notice any bugs in the game, any things that are like glaring weaknesses that you wouldn't mind seeing fixed the next patch? Looch, you got one?
Can't get rewards from
Jesus Christ.
That's kind of,
that's pretty rough.
I know somebody that didn't play one game yet that got woolen, and I know people that obviously don't. Like it's wild. The competitive pass has been like, I know the field pass has been working.
Yeah.
I haven't had any. Actually, I lied. Sorry, I just got my CD lamp today, and I'm level 43. So.
Holy shit, Looch, that's wild.
Yeah, I just got it today. I reached out to a guy in EA Help, my boy Marlon.
Nice. Shout out to Marlon.
Shout out to Marlon. He got me a CD Lamb 2 weeks late, but we got it. But
let's go.
Yeah, we all know we're not getting rewards. XP's not counting. Certain objectives are showing up for some people, not for others. I hope they can resolve it. I'm sure they will. Just I know they said next week they're going to get everything, and I know people are impatient. I get it because you expect to get the stuff.
Yeah.
I just feel bad, honestly. I just feel bad for the people that grinded day one. I know a couple people that have. Joker, I'm pretty sure you were close, no? Like day one or day two?
I should have had him on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I still don't have
so,
him.
like, especially for content-wise, like, I know Chu was saying he went crazy day one to get him just to record a gameplay with him because, your videos go crazy if you get him first. And to just now get him with the rest of I actually know people that played one game that have him.
That's nuts.
It's almost like, damn, it's such a slap in the face, but
it really is. I mean, it'll be nice. I'm assuming that we will eventually get everything, so it'll be nice to kind of get a lump sum. It'll be kind of similar to like old solo battle and weekend league rewards. It helps you budget a bit, and all of a sudden you get like, because some of them I think are like 50,000 coins, 10,000 coins, 15,000 coins. So I mean, it'll be nice when it does come through. But if they have to go through each account manually and do this, it's going to be an absolute pain in the ass. That would be a nightmare. And I could actually see it where they go back to the old reward system if they make it through season 1 and this field pass doesn't work out. It's a cool idea, but just the execution's been kind of ass. We also probably all have a whole bunch of XP banked up from the competitive pass too that'll help us go up in the main levels as well, right? Like I think today if we finish our dailies, we'll get like 35,000 XP that we should be getting. Should help us level up. But anyone else have any gripes with the game so far that they'd like to see fixed?
I just want to touch on rewards again.
Yeah, go for it, Blaz.
So I pre-ordered the All Madden edition on both consoles. Oh, God. I still haven't gotten pre-order content on PlayStation.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's great. And EA tells me every day that I need to wait 24 hours for it to be customer service granted, and then it never comes through. I have also gotten no field pass rewards from the start of the year on PlayStation, like absolutely zero.
That's insane.
So there's like an issue with link field passes. Like last year, you could link and grind XP on both consoles.
Yeah.
And you only get the rewards on one console this year, which like if that's like the design, if that's working as intended, then
why pay the extra money for the all Madden version?
Well, if they were going to put out, just put out like a statement to let us know, like, hey, if you're linked, you can level up, but you're only going to get the rewards on one console. And I also think that's why I haven't got my pre-order content on PlayStation, but they won't.
Yeah, see, K Harry says, wait, Flats, your no money spent, what the fuck? Yeah, I agree. Like, why are they punishing the no money spent community?
Right, exactly.
That's one thing I just don't understand. But yeah, that's actually kind of brutal. Joker, you got any gripes with the game so far? Anything you'd like to see changed, or are you pretty happy with where it's at?
I feel like the reason people are still using Classic is because the freeform does have a few bugs with it right now. Like, the ball would just randomly go through your hand. And I don't know. I feel like once they actually make the necessary fixes to freeform, a lot of people will start switching over that are still using Classic. But that's really the main thing that I feel like
it's a lot
to fix.
It's got to be a lot to, like, if you know something's glitchy, to then trust it in a competitive setting. Like you just don't know if it's going to work on that particular play. Like, I'd probably be too scared to actually try it out. Whereas at least with Classic, it's the same we have previous years, so you kind of know what to expect. But like I said, I don't know if Skimbo's being sarcastic when he says this every day on his stream, but I can pass the ball like I've never passed before. I don't know if he's being sarcastic. I think he might be, but the idea of it is cool. It's better than the passer cone, that's for sure. It's harder to use, but better if it works properly. One thing that I'd like to see fixed is the stupid load screen for rewards, like that purple screen you get. Like, I was like, and I feel like there's multiple purple screens that I'm looking at here, and sometimes you got to press X, sometimes you got to press circle, and then you got to go look in your binder for stuff. Like, I would just get rid of that. Just, like, have it all go to the binder. Citrus Kush, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate the love. I say if it's not going to work and if it's just going to be a buggy purple screen, just get rid of it altogether and have everything just magically pop up in my packs or my binder. Small fix, doesn't really affect the game, but it just does waste a bunch of time on stream. Now, boys, I just got a couple more topics that I wanted to talk about here. The first one I wanted to talk to you guys about is MCS, because a good chunk of the guys in here tried their hand at MCS, like the ladder experience, the gaming experience here. Maybe I want to start off with Looch. Did you get a chance to play any ladder games this year? I know in the past you've signed up and done ladders in the past. How'd it go?
I did it for my free pack. I got my pack.
Yeah.
I got out of there.
Shit, how'd you get your pack? I didn't get my pack.
What? I just got it right now. Or not, like, I just got the email right now. My first game, I was up 7-0, and then my power went out, so I just, whatever, I didn't really care because I thought it counted, and then game 2, I won, and that's it. I packed it up.
W. Did you have to get one win or just play one game to get the pack?
I thought it was one win, so that's why I just played another one, and then I got the win, and I just closed it, and I just got an email like 15 minutes ago. I got my pack, so my game and a half was worth a game day pack for me. So
yeah, facts. And are there any player, like, did you get a chance to watch much of the MCS, like, as far as like the competitive games? And
I watched everybody here.
Yeah,
I watched, like, I was in my Discord on like multi Twitch, and I had all the Vertex guys up watching their games.
Yeah.
For both days up until even Elims. Oh yeah, you three were.
Yeah.
All three of you guys were in it. Yeah. Watching that was crazy. It was fun. As
kind
an
of
outsider,
the best,
like, just to watch is pretty cool because I'm not here competitively, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah, no, I love it. I think it's like some of the best content of the year, just watching people sweat it out and grind and put it all on the line. Flats, you had a pretty crazy run, man. Like, I was watching your games. I was watching the KOs go crazy for you.
It was a little scratch claw fight type thing. I mean, and it really started from for ladders on Saturday. Spectrum, which it seems like we're in a much better place with. Our relationship is on better terms now. It's much more consistent. But I only get to play like 3 games or 4 games on Saturday because of my internet. And honestly played terrible. On Sunday, we went on a crazy run, and we were like right within striking distance of needing one more win to get to 7 points. Lost 3 games in a row, and like, I have the clip from my stream. It's like pure depression. Like, I'm like, all right, guys, that's it. We're cooked. We're done. There's no way we're qualifying. We'll be back for the next tournament. Ended stream, kept playing off stream. We literally was like, I'm gonna keep playing. Got somebody to quit within like 10 minutes. The next game was 30. The third game took like 15 minutes, and I was able to start the like win and get in game with 2 minutes left.
Wild.
And my opponent was also in a win and get in scenario. My internet cut out twice during that game. We had to reset it twice. Which was absolutely fantastic and fun. The admins gave him 7 points with no clip proof because he said he scored on one of the disconnects.
Nasty.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so that was fun, but that got us in. And then the tourney run, I mean, like the first game was just so ugly on offense for me. It was absolutely disgusting on offense. Yeah. But we embraced under pressures on defense, and they under pressures and KOs, a lot of knockouts.
Yeah,
and
man,
overthrows.
It was exciting, man. It was good content, for sure.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. But
and you got three. How many rounds did you get into on the second day? You got 3 games in, right? 3 wins.
No, so yeah, on the first, so we only played on the first day, but I made it into round 3 and lost to the Penguins.
Who's a big sweat of a player too? Like that's a name that I recognize.
Honestly, like that part of the bracket that I was in was all big. So like Aaron's a really good player, and like honestly, like I just don't know if he hadn't played much against AA gap.
Yeah.
With the under pressures, I don't know, but like, it seems like it was basically like embrace the fluke defense for me, and then KCP's also a very good player, and we beat him in that game, and then we lost for the Penguins. But
yeah,
it was fun.
Isn't Aaron Love the guy who played like 7,000 games last year or something crazy?
That's wild.
He was like number 1 head-to-head. I saw like Thrones videos. He was always number 1 head-to-head, but I think because like sheer volume, he played like a maniac.
He gets like a 500 win percentage. That's wild.
Yeah, it was something. I don't know. I was just wild. I gotta go check Madden 22 leaderboards.
Quantity over quality, baby. Yeah, log into your PS4. Get the PS4 fired up. Do some recon. But Joker, you too had a great run in the last MCS tournament. And how was your experience this first tournament?
It was pretty good up until the last game, first carry.
Yeah.
So first round, I played a dude I've seen before, but I didn't really know who he was. Beat him. Then Trey, a lot of people know him. He's in WD. We played him second game. Then Astro game 3. He was actually an 8 seed. He had a bye. It was his first game of the day.
Yeah.
I ended up coming out in something he had never seen, so I kind of had the advantage going into it and won that. And then we played carry.
Yeah.
And that was one of the wildest games I've played this year. That's how I'm going to put it.
Well, I think I heard someone saying it came down to like a pass at the end of the game. Like it was right down to the wire. Yeah.
Completely unpressured. I held him to 3 in overtime. I scored with 0 seconds left in regulation to go to overtime.
Wild.
Went to overtime. I held him to 3. He got ball first, so I just needed a touchdown to win.
Yeah.
Second pass of my drive, no one even near me. A-Rod just chucks in inaccurate 20 yards away from my receiver, and he gets picked off.
Well, that's wild. That's nasty. It's tough, but we still got multiple tournaments. When's the next tournament coming up? Like as far as MCS goes,
October 1st is the ladders.
Yeah. What do they call that? The Thanksgiving one or Harvest or whatever? Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So there you go. You got something to build off of for the first one. Definitely got some good moments in there. And Geezy, we'll talk about your MCS experience too. You were dominating like as far as seeding went on the first day. Like I had a blast. You were just like completely locked in. But what are your takeaways from the first MCS tournament of the year?
I mean, I played really good in ladders. I was a game or 2 away, from clinching the top 8 seed to get a couple buys. Folded a couple games. We got on a little bit of tilt. Ended up being the 32nd seed, which I honestly think was too low for me. But, it happens when you're playing tilt.
Yeah.
Throughout the week, I was feeling really good on the game. I had to work a couple days, so it took away a couple hours to lab. But we did what we did. We sacrificed sleep to lab because we were working. Played Saturday round 1 versus Mike Ward, who was the 225 seed, who's really not a 225 seed, but hey,
not at all.
Luck of the draw. It's who we get. We got to go out and win that game anyways. I gave him the absolute fucking bagel on defense. I mean, he had no hopes of moving. He got maybe 2 or 3 good passes, and it's just what happens when you throw him the ball. I threw him the ball too many times, and reads weren't down. If reads were down, we win the game. If I missed 3 streaks for touchdowns. If I throw one of them, we win the game.
Yeah, I remember you looking up that one read that you had open for a touchdown after the stream. You're kind of going over some clips and whatnot. I think also, too, a pick right after you got a pick. You got a big turnover and then gave it right back. But, it's stuff like that you learn from. It's tough, though. With these single elimination games, it really doesn't allow for a single mental mistake. That's why... God, even if I was good at Madden, I don't know if I'd compete. It's a pretty, thankless, unforgiving place. But I did actually compete in ladders this year. I wasn't going to. Like, I had plans during the day. I had, like, an appointment to go to, and I got back, like, around 5 p.m., I think, on the first day. And I was like, you know what? I saw, like, all the boys, like, booted up playing ladder games. I was like, let me just hop in and see what it's about. First game I load in, forgot to update my roster, so it was, like, my opening day. Like, I had the golds and stuff in, so I lost the first game. Second game I get into, I got a W against a dude. Third game, it was a DC, and the guy reported it as a win for himself, and then it was disputed. And then I got a couple more wins, so I should have been 3-2. It ended up saying I was like 3-3, and then one game disputed. But like honestly, it was fun. I think it would be very difficult for someone like me to get a big enough win differential to actually qualify. But I'll probably do it again next time. I think I'll do it on stream though. I think people want to see you play against better competition. You know, it's makes for good content. Chat loved it when I matched up with Noah up next, even though I got flooded. So maybe I'll try to play more All Madden seasons on stream.
Hey, you were winning at one point. Give yourself some.
Yeah. I went for it on 4th down and threw a lucky pass, but hey, we'll take it. Yeah, I got cheated, K Harry. That's right. But boys, the last thing that I wanted to talk about in the podcast, I appreciate you guys hanging out in here. Campus Heroes, and we'll start off with JokerCale maybe because I know he's got to run for his game. I totally lost track of time there. What do you guys think of the promo? Which players have you added to your squad? W or L overall as a promo? And Joker, I'll let you go first.
Overall, I think it's pretty good. Crabtree, best receiver in the game. Ricky Williams, I think he's pretty solid. He's just very expensive. But I got pretty much all the Legend 87s just so I don't need backups for the Legend Chem the rest of the year. Yeah, I can just have them there just so I don't have to rebuy everyone. It was the easiest way to do it. So,
yeah.
Other than that, I guess I'm using Naheem Hines and Delpit are the two like non-legends I'm using the most. So I think they're pretty good.
Naheem Hines got like 84 catching too. Like he looks like he's pretty good as a receiving back. And I didn't even think of that about the Legend Chem. I've quick sold so many of these legends now that I feel like a complete idiot for not just saving them. I've gotten 1,000 coins, but really saving them for that Legend Chem would actually be huge. Hard Flats, what do you think about the promo Campus Heroes so far?
I think I think it's been a really good promo. Same thing. I picked up all the legends, built Crabtree and Derek Johnson with that for Legends Chem. And yeah, when they put out that they were all going to get Legends Chem, it actually got me pretty excited because I had been looking. So very early in the year, the Legends Chem actually had +1 speed at 25 players.
Oh wow!
Which I think was an oversight probably by EA.
Yeah.
When they updated the team chems. So at first I was like, oh, this is going to be really good. 25, get it. But I've been eyeing doing Legends like since launch day. Yeah. So seeing that all the players were going to get it, they got me pretty excited. My favorite player out of the promo was probably Grant Delpit. I really like him as a user.
For sure. 6'3", 87 speed. Like, you don't have to sub him in like in an awkward way to sub linebacker. He's just there. Yeah, he's just like there. Jesus. So I'm so sick of subbing in free safeties. It's the worst. Yeah.
Yes, I think it's been an absolute W. Promo.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Delpit's another one that I picked up too, and you know I was surprised to see him. I don't know why EA seems to love Grant Delpit. I think he got a golden ticket last year too. I don't know. They just have a hard on for that guy, but definitely a solid card. I'm using him over the top right now, but definitely would love to move him in. I just don't want to sacrifice the chems for my theme team. Looch, what about you? Which players did you add to your squad? And and how do you feel about the promo overall?
I added Delpit for sure, DeMarco Murray, Chase Young, I'm just working on getting, because I was off yesterday, so I'm kind of a day behind. So I'm going to get Crabtree and Derek Johnson here within the next few hours. But I like it better than last year's promo, I'll tell you that for sure. I like it. I know there's going to probably be a Campus Heroes 2 again. I'm looking forward to whenever that is. It's good. I like it. I know the rerolls were kind of bad. But still, I still made a decent amount of coinage with the promo. The sad part is I missed that they had a glitch where you can make 80 underclassmen with 2 golds instead of 4.
Yeah, like a 78 and a 76 or something like that.
If I was there, I could have made hundreds and thousands, but I sold there. But
that was like right around 10:30, I think, when that was happening. I think I was in Joe Bruin's stream and he was doing it. I was buying like the 15 get a gold bundles or whatever and just selling the high golds, making a bundle like that.
By the way, I don't know if you want to touch on Legends, but
I would. I just want to make sure that Joker's good to make it to his CFM game. Yeah, you're cool. Okay, cool. We'll take a couple minutes to do that. First, I'll ask Geezy to touch on the Campus Heroes. Which players you're targeting? Which ones you're liking for your squad?
I'll make this quick just because there's legends out. Campus Heroes is good. Promos have been good. I got Crabtree. I think Morg's a better user than Grant Delpit. And I got Penis Sewell as my right tackle.
Let's go. I think that's the proper pronunciation. I'm fairly certain. Does Mutality have them up on his account, boys? Does Mutality have
to meet him, but
all right, let's see. All right, I'm pulling him up.
McAllister's a DB on the Ravens.
Yeah, Chris McAllister. Oh, man. I don't remember him being bald, to be honest. 88 speed, though. 91 jumping, 90 excel. 90 zone and man. That's actually a crazy card.
That is really crazy.
And he gets deep out KO discounted. Is that right? Or does he just
AP if you power him up? Yeah.
Holy shnikey! Oh yeah, if you power him up though, that's going to cost a fortune. That's crazy though. So and they are 90 overall, so they already went up 1 overall. I thought they're going to be 89s again. That's crazy.
Jeremy Shockey.
Jeremy Shockey. 86 feet. Does anyone know how tall Jeremy Shockey is off the top of your head? I don't know.
6'4".
Yeah. I think. And what's that? He's got slot apprentice. Is that what that is? Or
yeah, 6'5" actually.
Yeah,
it's a 1 AP slot apprentice of power.
Crazy. He's got 0 run blocking, but like his route running is incredible. Great catching traffic. Yeah, he's definitely gonna be a goon. Is this gonna end the Parham meta? Do you think? Is he the guy to do it? No, still gonna be Parham.
Yeah,
probably Casper.
It's gonna be Casper. Yeah.
Facts.
Clay
Matthews Sr.
It looks
Senior.
Nasty. I was gonna say that's so nasty that it's a Browns.
That's wild.
I forgot it was.
And that's what is it? Double or nothing? What? So he's got double or nothing discounted. 85 speeds, kind of mid, like Mike Vrabel. To be honest, this card looks like Mike Vrabel's card, but it's going to be way more expensive here. Decent block shedding, really good finesse moves. I just have never seen Clay Matthews Sr. First of all, I didn't even know Clay Matthews' dad played in the league. I had no clue until now. Did you guys know that? I didn't know. Oh, okay. Hey, so you know what? Hey, the one W there, even though and Haley, appreciate the sub. Sorry, I missed that earlier. The one W here is that we're seeing new players that we haven't seen before. So I think anytime that a new player comes in, it's a big W for sure. Yeah, absolutely wild. I got to give it the program class. Yeah, I know. But boys, anything else you guys wanted to touch on? Any closing stuff you wanted to leave off with? I feel like we covered a lot. I'm sure I missed out on some stuff, but we can do another one of these podcasts whenever you guys are up for it. But yeah, appreciate you boys coming through, sharing your thoughts on here. I know you guys have busy schedules, and some of you guys will be booting up later tonight. But thanks so much for making it happen, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sir, bless.
No